Alright, first things first, let's try to find the bike path. Shouldn't be too far from here, but I'm not quite sure exactly where it is. Maybe I need to turn up there somewhere. So today, I made a mistake. I drove out to Yangpyeong, got everything ready, and right before I got on the bike, I realized I forgot my cycling shoes.
Oh no!
Now just to clarify, I don't ride Clipless, but I do usually wear cycling specific shoes. Not sure what this is, but it's kind of interesting. These people in old outfits. So without my shoes, I stood there for a moment thinking to myself, man, this is not good. And then I realized I had two options. Option one was I could ride in my Jordans, but they're nice. And I didn't want to get any grease on them or scuff them up. And option two, well, these golf shoes I had in the car. And so I thought, golf shoes have spikes. Cycling pedals have, well, they don't have spikes, but this could still work. So I went with the golf shoes. And honestly, well, I think they actually worked. Well, better than I expected anyway. I rode almost 50 kilometers, and I got some decent speed in too. Yeah, they weren't perfect. I mean, on slight climbs when I had to try to, accelerate, my feet would slip just a little bit. Not dangerous, but just enough to keep me humble. And so since I was riding in golf shoes, somewhere along the ride, I started thinking to myself, should I just switch to clipless pedals? Cycling shoes, cleats locked in, more efficiency, more power, more seriousness. Because that's what a lot of serious cyclists use, right? Now here's the thing. I've been cycling for about 2 years now. I don't really consider myself a serious cyclist, but I do take my rides seriously, if that makes sense. I watch a lot of YouTube videos, trying to get better, learn more, and I've definitely seen a lot of content on, clipless pedals. So yeah, I've been considering it. But if I'm being honest, clipless is not cheap, and I am on a budget. I mean, you gotta get the pedals, the shoes, figure out the cleats. None of that is cheap. Whereas the flat pedals I have right now, well, they're free because they came with a bike. Hard to beat that price. It hasn't been easy to see cherry blossoms this spring, so I was hoping to catch some today. So this is the best part so far. This little strip right here with all these cherry blossoms. Let's enjoy. But beyond just the cost, I actually started to think through it a little bit more seriously. Like, what are the true, real advantages? And to be fair, clipless does have some strong pros. You're more connected to the bike, you get better power transfer, more efficient pedaling, especially on climbs or when you're sprinting really fast. Which, by the way, if I'm spinning too fast, I can also just shift to a harder gear, right? Technology is amazing like that. But then I started thinking about the trade-offs as well, because with flats, you get something different. You get flexibility. You get simplicity. You get the ability to just ride. All right, despite getting lost a little bit at first and having to wear golf shoes today, it's been a good ride so far. I think I'm about a third into the ride. The weather is great. The temperature is nice and cool.
Not too hot, not too cold. The air could be a little bit better, but it's a fun ride, and I'm making good pace. So let's keep going.
And after thinking through all of that, and then actually riding today in golf shoes of all things, I think it helped me make a decision. I don't think clipless is wrong. I don't think it's unnecessary. I just think, for me, right now, it's simply not worth it. Because with flat pedals, there's just a freedom to it. I can ride anytime, anywhere, with whatever shoes I have on. Cycling shoes, sneakers, or apparently golf shoes. I don't have to plan perfectly. I don't have to be fully geared up. I can just ride. And when it comes to flats, even when it comes to performance, unless I'm on a really steep climb and I need that extra connection, or unless I'm going all out on a sprint, I'm honestly pretty fine. So I think for me, I've come to this conclusion. Clipless pedals are great. They make sense. They're efficient. They're serious. But for me, I don't ride for efficiency. I don't ride for seriousness. I ride because it's fun. And flat pedals, they just fit that. They give me the freedom to just show up and ride. Even on days when I forget things, even when things don't go perfectly. So yeah, I think I'm sticking with flats. For now, anyways. Because today I rode almost 50 kilometers in golf shoes. And honestly, that's kind of the cyclist I want to be.
Alright, I'm at my destination called Tumurmari, where two streams of the Han River come together. I'm very enjoying. I did it all in my golf shoes today. So yay for me, yay for golf, yay for cycling. And I got another about 25 kilometers to ride back to my car, and then I'm gonna go home and grab some lunch. I'll see you guys on the next ride.